we still have the 3 isms in our society: racism, classism, and sexism. We have to ask ourselves, what is our role in advancing Dr. King's dream? What is the legacy that we want to continue as educators, as parents, and as elected officials?
Norwalk community members took time to reflect and ask the question, what is my role in advancing the dream, during Norwalk Public Schools' annual Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. celebration on Monday.
We can give a little of ourselves each day. Dr. King said, greatness is determined by service.
During the celebration, State Representative Bruce Morris said the day is not only to remember Dr. King's message, but to act on it as well.
Part of the message of the King Center is Celebrate Act, a day on, not a day off. And unfortunately, many of our holidays that we have, kids just take it off and they're not given the opportunity to really reflect and think about the importance. And in fact, adults do. So for future generations, if we continue to forget the struggle, forget the sacrifices that people paid, we forget the past, we're more likely to continue to have those mistakes in the future.
Every single one of these steps today is important because it does bring the community together. It does talk about the life and legacy of Martin Luther King, but also brings it in a point where to today's world. We're not talking about what happened in the 1960s. We're talking about what Dr. King might have said in the 1960s, but how that relates to 2014. And I think that's very important because what he said, a lot of things remains true today in how we can respect each other, how we can talk about equality, how we can lift people out of poverty, and how we can be better to each other.
Keynote speaker Dr. Dwayne Dyson also spoke about advancing Dr. King's dream.
We must learn the principles that will bring us together and propel us upward and not downward. Look forward, not backward, move up and not sideways. Sideways or horizontal thought promotes competitiveness among ourselves and causes a crab in a barrel mentality.
In Norwalk, Quadrupa Crafi, It'sRelevant.com.